welcome back. We have students Callie Thacker and Demi Napier here to show us what they are working on for their Capstone exhibitions.
Yeah, Capstone is something, if you've ever been in downtown Huntington, and what some people might call the old Stone and Thomas store, which is across from Pullman Square, you'll go by and you'll see these works of art in the window and say, what is going on there? Explain what Capstone is and where it's on display for people to see.
Yeah, so it's for senior students, senior art students, and you can see all of our work in the art department, the VAC. So that is on 3rd Street, 3rd Ave. So
that has to be really exciting for you all to see your work up there.
Yeah. It's like an accumulation of like all the things that we've like learned and grown to love.
And is it something that you feel like, okay, this is the final touch that I'm going to put on in my senior year, put it together, this is kind of what I've learned. How do you boil it all down? How do you make that choice? Because it must be it must be tough to make that decision like that.
It takes about a year of work to kind of boil it down to what we get to, like eventually. So we start off in like a studio class, and then you take an exhibition class, which is where you like really narrow it down.
So what did you all bring here today? Tell us about it.
Okay, so my stuff, I brought some ceramic pieces. They are made out of air dry clay, and then I painted it to make it look like moldy, like actual moldy.
Well, I was going to say, I recognize something like this in my refrigerator from time to time.
Yeah, that was
it does happen. And it really is. It's not. And what's funny is like, and that's where you have to reach out with art, because this is something that nobody wants to see. Nobody wants to see that, but
in our refrigerators. But we want to see it on exhibit.
Yeah, and so that moldy. I went by. I saw one of the exhibits at one time. There was somebody who was on a gurney, and there were cigarettes all over the place around the gurney. Did you know which one I'm talking about? Okay. And it's one of those, again, it's something that captures your attention, and that's the thing about art. And is that what you're trying to get across to people about, like, hey, look at this, and this is not necessarily what you might consider beauty, but this is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring out the beauty and stuff that is kind of more unexpected, that you may not want to look at, but it's always there. So
I get it. And this one looks like a mashed potato. I like that too.
Yeah, with a little moldy butter on it.
Talk a little bit about what you do, what your work's like.
So I brought just a few little stickers here. It's for a brand I've created called Avant Garde. So what I'm doing for my capstone is kind of like creating a makeup brand, and kind of like going in through all the steps of doing packaging and like creating a word mark, and also taking like advertisement shots of different models, and like going through the process of
the whole marketing thing. And so you're kind of combining something like your love of art, while at the same time you're like, hey, look, we can also as artists put ourselves out there and make ourselves available to people.
It's been like a really rewarding experience, like getting to have like a bunch of different models, like doing the styling and makeup and everything. It's been like a very freeing and like I get the creative liberty to do all that, so it's been really nice to get to do for my senior capstone.
And that's a canvas every day that somebody has a chance to work with is that makeup that they put on. And so that is part of the process. And so
in the marketing,
are you also doing these, or are you contracting out for somebody to do the work that's on here?
So I created the word mark, and then I kind of just like send off my stuff and get the packaging and but I've like all the like the logo, word mark, and stuff like that. That's
all your creation. So that's part of it.
Well, we can all come see not only your work but also your classmates' work. Tell us a little bit about the exhibition.
Yeah, what will people see? What else will people see?
So I'm in group 1, and it's called Transcendence, and for that one it's mainly like it's a lot of people doing like graphic design, so it's like a lot of people doing design-based marketing, like packaging and logos and stuff like that. So like it's kind of like an accumulation of different brands you can kind of walk through and see. There's going to be like a cafe themed one, there's a makeup one, one that's about like the ocean and like saving the ocean and stuff like that. So it's like different.
And when will that, when will we be able to see that exhibit?
So April 2nd is like whenever we go. Our talks are at 5:30. But
through the 4th, is that right?
Yeah, it's going to be open until through the 4th.
Okay, and then tell us about the other exhibit.
Okay, I'm in group 2, and our group is called Outlast.
Okay.
And my group is about decomposition and decay and survival in a way. And in mine, we kind of cover all the bases. We have a little bit of graphic design, painting, studio art, video work. So we have a little bit of everything.
So it sounds like the way you described yours, we're going to see a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Not just like yours, but with the same type of theme throughout.
It's nature. It's kind of what nature, and that's what a lot of people may not realize is, oh, well, actually, this is, people say, oh, I like to look at art that has to do with nature. This is nature right here, because these are organics, and yet this is part of the process, the circle of life. It gets eaten up by something else. We're not the only ones who eat it.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
Before we let you go, what's next for you all? This is your senior year. What are your thoughts about what's after
where are you
school?
going from here? Have you thought about it? Have you had a chance to think about it yet?
You're probably too busy.
A little bit, yeah. Definitely keep making artwork all the time.
Good.
And then maybe grad school, hopefully, in the future.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it takes us.
Best of luck to
exciting.
both of you.
It's a great time. It's an exciting time, and congratulations on
Yes.
this.
Thank you.
You're really making, and this is what for all the parents out there who say, "Oh, my kid's going to go into art." This is what we're talking about.
They're
right here.
doing it.
They're doing it,
And they can make a living with it,
And they can
too.
make a living, right? Yeah. Thanks so much for coming.
love it.
This is
Thank
great.
you guys
It's
for
great to
having
have
us.
you
Yeah.
here.
Best of luck.